Hey guys, welcome back with Talking with KinJ, and if you read the title, yes, we're going to talk about how we let the clothes men and women wear define us. Define who a person is. Why we have these stereotypes. Y'all stay tuned so we can touch on these topics.
Like this. Y'all didn't think that I could bump like this. Said I told y'all I was gonna bump like this.
Okay. So I want to do this topic because I had a conversation with one of my friends and her husband, and we was talking about how, you know, certain men wear, you know, tight clothes or the short shorts or whatever, whether they be straight, gay, or whatever. And we also talked about how certain clothing or whatever in certain communities, it begins to demasculate a man. We talk about a manhood or whatever, and how it's some things considered to be acceptable, the other things are not acceptable. And then I threw out that it's the same thing when it comes down to a woman. So my question is, why does what a woman or a man wear define where they at in their sexuality or their character or who they are? What could be deemed comfortable for someone may not be deemed comfortable for somebody else. Like, you know, back in 2000, you know what I'm saying, the early 2000s or whatever, when we would wear the baggy, like the men wear the baggy clothes, the Dickies and all that stuff or whatever. That's what was in. That's what the trend was. But now, as you guys can see in 2020, men, they're not wearing the oversized shirts anymore or whatever. They have no problem buying their actual size t-shirt or whatever. If he's a large, he's gonna buy a large. If his jeans is actually a 36 in the waist, he's buying a 36 in the waist, not a 44. Because he wants it to sag. Then when we see men with saggy pants or whatever, they got the stereotype, or he's a thug, or he's a gangster, or he broke, or some people said like wearing saggy pants in jail meant that they, you know, they were gay if they showed their booty or whatever, showed their drawers or whatever. If they wear shorts above their knees, it's too small, so he must be, you know, gay, or he must be out there or whatever. And why does what one wear defines who they are? When we see women wear skimpy clothes or sexy clothes or whatever, she's showing her skin, I would say she's a hoe, she's a slut or whatever. Why can't she just be a confident ass woman who loves her skin that she's in and don't have no problem showing her off? Because yeah, I love this part about my body. I know girls who are virgins who show their body or whatever. That doesn't mean that they're a hoe. That don't mean they're inviting sex in or whatever. Why does these images that are put out there and these stereotypes are placed upon us, and these are the things that we follow? I don't feel that what I wear defines who I am. Don't get me wrong. I think there's an attire for every scenario. When I went to the club, I wouldn't wear to work. You know what I'm saying? What I wore to bed, I wouldn't wear to church. You know, there's a different attire set for the occasion, but nothing should dictate who I am as a woman. We even see in this day and time the Me Too movement and all that stuff. These women be like, oh yeah, she wanted it. She wanted me to touch her. She wanted. Why did she want you to touch her? Because, oh, was she wearing booty shorts, or she wearing a midriff, or she wearing her cleavage showing? So that's inviting you in to touch me. That's inviting you in to belittle me and degrade me. No. Why can't I just be a woman who loves my body? Why can't I just be a woman who's comfortable with my sexuality and who I am as a person? That, yeah, I got curves, and yeah, or whatever, I got a nice body shape, and I don't mind flaunting and showing it off. That don't mean I deserve to be demeaned. That don't mean I deserve to be berated or degraded. You know what I'm saying? Why, if a man wants to wear, like one of the YouTubers, Queen Naja's boyfriend, Clarence NYC, him, you know, he wears short shorts and he wears the, you know, the tight pants or whatever. Skinny jeans is in. We see a lot of celebrities like Tory Lanez, all of them. They wear skinny, you know, skinny jeans and or whatever, shirts their size and or whatever. Like that does. Why does that dictate their character? You know what I'm saying? Style is style, fashion is fashion, comfortability is comfortability. What I wear shouldn't dictate on how you should treat me. What I wear shouldn't stereotype me or whatever. Get to know the person in the clothes. Not what the clothes are or whatever. And I just don't understand how what we wear and how we wear it depends on the type of person I am, when you haven't even sat down and had a conversation with me. You haven't had a conversation because I wore a tight shirt or a tight dress or whatever because I like my curves or whatever. Now I'm getting labeled. You don't know my story. You don't know my life, bitch. You don't know me. So how can you write my own story for me? How can you sit up here and demean me and tell people who the fuck I am when you've never sat down and even spoke 2 words to me, baby? In this society or whatever, don't get me wrong, I feel like sex is everything. It's in everything that we do. I see it on TV or whatever. I see it all over social media, videos or whatever. You see it in the artists that we listen to, the type of music that we listen to or whatever, it's everywhere. So it's like a certain thing is out there for us where a woman has to be overly sexy or whatever, and we have to use what we got or whatever. OnlyFans is putting stuff out there for women to be able to use their body to get paid for it or whatever. And these things are projected out there. But no one's taking the time to understand where this shit is coming from. You know? I don't feel like what I wear defines me. It's a part of me, but it ain't all me. How I wear my hair doesn't define me totally. It's a part of me, but it isn't all of me. You know, you got girls who want to wear their hair in perms and girls who got natural hair. You got women who want to wear dresses to their legs and then some who don't mind with it at the middle of their thigh. One ain't no better than the other. Just because this man like to wear short shorts or whatever, all of a sudden, oh, that's gay behavior. Oh, ain't no real man no more. Ain't no real mans in the households no more if they wearing this type of stuff or whatever. Just because he like his skinny jeans and his pants a little tighter, all of a sudden, he ain't a man. Because last time I checked, it ain't what you wear that make you a man. It's a lot of these men who wear what we consider appropriate, and they around here disrespectful, putting their hands on women, degrading women, nasty attitudes, can barely be motherfucking successful, but then want to be to submit to them. Just because of what you wear, that to me, I don't care. I don't care if you got on Forever 21 or Gucci. I want to know the person inside of the clothes, not what the clothes is on, you know? I don't care that you can go out there and buy labels or whatever. Anybody can go out there and get that shit. To me, that don't matter. I want to get to know the person that's buying that shit. And I feel like that's what's being taken away from us as a society. We're not taking time to get to know people. We judging people or whatever. And I'll be the first one to say, when I don't do this anymore. But when I first meet a man, the first thing I used to look at was his shoes. Growing up, bitch, if you wore Reebok, nigga, you couldn't fuck with me. If you wore a Fila, nigga, you couldn't fuck with me, bitch. I need to see if you had on Nike, if you had on Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was materialistic shit. And then I realized that I'm around here falling for these idealistic, materialistic niggas, but these niggas in these joints still fucking around on me, still treating me dirty, still not raising the children in the household, can't pay a bill, ain't out here getting jobs, ain't doing none of that. All because I wanted to see what type of shoes he was wearing. We don't even know that we're putting this level on our men and on our women in our community or whatever to meet these unrealistic expectations. And how is that fair? How is that fair? And I think men get it bad because a woman, we can go into Walmart or Forever 21 and bring and get something real cheap and make it look like a bunch of money. And a lot of men who ain't got it like that, I can't put it together, or that we getting judged. Oh no, he ain't rocking the latest. He ain't got it there, so he must be broke. Oh, so he can't be me. But he could be a good man for us, sis. He could be everything we need, very respectful, could pray for us, or that willing to work with us or whatever, because we're looking at the outer and not getting to know the man in the clothes. We're blocking our own blessings, and we do that in the community. We do that as a community. We do that as a people. And I'm just here to say that we got to stop doing that. Regardless on what a man wears or whatever, it does not dictate his masculinity. It does not dictate his manhood, and it do not dictate his sexuality. Get to know the person inside of those clothes. Get to know the man behind that style. Build a level of comfortability and a vulnerability with each other so when we get to know each other or whatever, and then we proceed with what we know. Just because sister girl want to wear something sexy or whatever, that don't make her a hoe. That makes her sure of herself. And even if she is a hoe, let that hoe be a hoe. Who is you to tell somebody what they can and can't be? We got to stop putting all these judgments on each other and these stereotypes on each other, because we'll never make it and been together as a community. We'll never be united. These little things or whatever affect us in more ways than and then some, because we put these images and we put these thoughts on our children in our homes. Around here making sure our kids got the best labels. Around here making sure they dress to the nines or whatever to go to school. Fuck their education, but let's make sure they look cute before they get their education. No, Linda. We got it wrong. We doing it wrong. We got to go back to the drawing board. Something ain't right. So that's all I'm saying. It's okay to look nice. It's okay to have nice clothes or whatever, but it doesn't dictate who the person is in the clothes. Get to know the person first. Don't judge off the material. Don't judge off of the name brand or whatever, how tight or how comfortable and all this is. Styles change or whatever. And we have to understand that. Or what I like may not be what this person like. That don't make it no better. I may want to wear a tight dress or whatever, and she may want to wear her dress down to her knees or whatever, but she might still be free with her pussy before I give you mine. But because my dress tight, all of a sudden you think this free game over here, partner. Nah. That ain't how that works. So just get to know the person in the clothes. Get to know the person behind that. Stop judging people based off of labels and materials or whatever. Let's just get to know each other. We never know what we missing out. We can knock our own blessings or whatever, all because we just looking at shit at face value. And that right there alone is fucked up. So, as you came this far to the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Head over to Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter and follow your girl at talking_with KinJ. That's talking_W for with _KINJ. And please don't forget to share. Let your friends know what's going on over here. Please write in the comments below what other topics you guys would like me to discuss. I am trying to reach out to other female YouTubers to get back to doing my lives or whatever, my group lives or whatever, so we can stream it together to help build our YouTube community or whatever. I'm a small YouTuber or whatever. I do not profess or proclaim to want to be a big YouTuber. I don't mind being a small YouTuber because I love the support that I get in my small YouTube community or whatever, the faithfulness that comes from it. So y'all, please, y'all continue to stay strong, continue to stay locked in here. Hit that notification bell so you can get all the latest videos that come. And as always, thank y'all for talking with KinJ.
Y'all didn't think that I could bump like this. Said I told y'all.